Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play Panzer General 2. There was a little bit of pause there, I don't know why. Yes, anyways, I'm back to playing the UK forces. General Grey's finest and also, was it the Queen or King that ruled over Britannia back then? I think it was a King, so King's finest forces. God save the King, as they say. Yes, I was wondering what forces should I bring to Dessau first. Dessau being the last mission in the crusade in the west. Very interestingly, it didn't really involve any of the preceding battles that took place as the Allies drove through, I guess, Western Germany, taking a whole lot of territory except for they had to worry about the encroaching armies from the east, namely the Red Army. So they were trying to get all the, I guess, grab all the land that they could get. And Dessau is probably one of the last cities that they have occupied. I believe the Americans occupied the city of Dessau after a heavy bombing that basically destroyed the entire city. I think the aerial bombings happened around March, early March, and then after 6 weeks the Americans marched in. I think there was some battles too, but sadly I searched on the internet, just a form of casual perusal of the search results didn't reveal anything much except for unverified account of a super Pershing going up against a King Tiger and disabling it by shooting its undercarriages as it was trying to climb out of an embankment or something. That was some of the last action that Super Pershing or Pershing tank as it were got, and that was basically it. I think there was, a very pitched battle nonetheless, but from the perspective of the entirety of the war, it wasn't really considered an important phase of the war. I guess almost at the very end where the Germany was more or less defeated, that was for certain. And then the most pressing aspect or activities that were going on was how to divide up the conquered lands among the victors, namely Britain, UK, United Kingdom, United States and Russia. I think French wanted a piece of Germany too. I think they got Lorraine region back that the Germany outright annexed. And I think they also took some other land. I don't know what is. Oh yeah, they actually took Saarland. They went back to Germany after the residents there voted to join Germany. But yeah, namely the major victors were the three allies that met at Malta and elsewhere, Tehran or something, to discuss what would happen. But there was still a bit of a fluidity where the armies could exercise their discretion. While trying not to go up against the Red Army per se and physically confront them, but they were trying to just get as much land I guess possible before everything came to a close. And the war was still happening, the Germans were trying to fight back pretty hard. And Dessau is one of the places where Junkers, the bombers, were manufactured, and there were some experimental testing facility for the new bombers, and testing facility means that there'll be some prototype units. And what do you know? The date of this mission, around April, is right after the newest and then the best German planes were manufactured as a prototype and was delivered to Luftwaffe. So there were some comments in the video section as well referring to this, that there will be some prototypical planes that's going to roam the air and ensuring German air superiority. So I need to be mindful of that, especially given what happened near the end of last mission. Yeah, I still really cannot believe that thing transpired as it did, because I just didn't take account of the many units that were still vulnerable. Well, I mean, yeah, it's enough for dawdling on the many mistakes I have made for now. Let's just move on and see if we can actually wrap it up pretty nicely here at Dessau, in the crusade in the west. Now I'm, as you can see, controlling UK forces. I was wondering whether I should go with US once again first, but I did a coin flip, and yeah, the flip dictated that I should do the UK. So yeah, I just finished with the UK and then go on with the Americans. I think the Americans need a little bit of help in trying to get out of the little rut that they fell into. But the UK was on a pretty good run in the two last missions. So I think it's a good idea that UK is going to blaze a trail of sorts. Yeah, that's how there was some testing facility, and of course there will be some hard about Nazis defending the area, I guess, to the last man, because they're still fighting. They're still trying to defend their homeland. They're trying to make it as hard as possible for the Americans to take over the properties that they were trying to safeguard. Not really sure what to make of the history, but okay, let's just make history ourselves here. So let's see what kind of army that we are bringing here. We have, as you can see, a whole load of Fireflies, and some of them are definitely leader tank cases with full bar experience now. That means around 500 plus experience has been given, and 3 bar experience leader. Very impressive. And all in all, I have 12 Fireflies or 10 Fireflies, but I'm going to make it 12. Let's make it 12 to just force the issue and let it be that I'm going to commit myself fully to the ground forces. We have Achilles, the mobile artillery, Sexton, 5, yeah, that's 5, right? I'm counting right. 7.2 inch artilleries, which is similar to 105mm on the American side, and provides a pretty good anti-infantry fire support. And it has been along for the entirety of the mission, I think. There were scarcely not a lot of new artilleries being introduced on the British side, which kind of surprised me. I thought the British was all about artilleries and fire support. Unfortunately, I'm sure that they had like some advanced artilleries, but I guess for balance issues or from some kind of constraints that designers didn't really see fit to include them. AEC-3 is very important. They're still there, with some of them also getting experience. Maybe I can hope for our recon leader this mission. Yes, 4 40mm anti-air defense system. These have been pretty useful in the last mission, where the UK was able to handle the threat from the air somewhat. Of course, I missed that one Focke-Wulf fighter bomber that just escaped from my watch. It was just right there in front of me, and then just couldn't click the button or realize it was just right there for the taking. Yeah, I probably had to do better by these 40mm defenses. Just cannot lose sight of any kind of plane this mission, I think. Of course, and then a very important aspect of our army, even more so than the United States counterpart, the infantries. Particularly because they have leaders. One of them is a liberator, and another one is, I think, a resilient unit. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a liberator, and this is aggressive maneuver. So this guy can travel 1 more hex, but default trait that it has is tenacious defense, which is very important in the first strike survivability against the Panzers. And we have a lone tempest. Of course, I'm not so sure what to do with this unit. I have to see if I can reassign it or just string it along for some, I don't know, some kind of I don't know, to try to draw away the planes or try to lure it within our anti-air trap. But yeah, just keep it for now. It's not going to be that effective. I think I can still reassign it as long as I do not deploy it. So I think I'm going to bring it, but I have to see whether I'm going to deploy it or not. Alright, so that was a quick review of our state of the army. Pretty substantial. I don't know how many units are the limit of the, I don't know what the limit is as far as the numbers are concerned, but definitely I'm going to add some units. So let's add 2 more Fireflies. Yeah, 12 Fireflies, wow. And let's add, well, the artilleries have been pretty useful, but now the Firefly is going to take charge, and in their abundance is going to act as a just total wall of armor, and I think the fire support is going to be enough for a group of 3 or 4, so I'm going to just leave the artilleries as it is. Yes, here. Now, this is a little bit of a thing I have wanted to do. Something different, namely trying to bring all the Commonwealth nations together as they try to go for the last mission here for some, I don't know, I just wanted to include them all. There's nothing really much different between these guys and just your garden variety regular troops, but just wanted to bring them in for fun. And they don't cost a lot, 132, so just want to get them involved and see how they do in the last mission where they do not have any kind of experience, but only their nation's banner to spur them on. Hope you're okay with it. It's kind of silly, of course. I hope that I'll be able to just, finish this mission in a pretty high note. And if I'm successful with these guys in tow, then yeah, I'd be much more happy and satisfied that, they at least saw some action. I just want to bring them all in, because after the wealth of the units from the German side that I didn't get to use, I just want to try everything. That's why I tried a Comet and a Challenger, those kind of tanks, even though they do not really offer a lot in relation to the Fireflies. And they could also go for the Spitfire as well. But then the cost is too prohibitive, 720. I don't know, maybe I can bring in a bit lower version of Spitfire, but I don't know if it's gonna serve any purpose other than try to make my life a bit harder and make the game needlessly difficult. Huge amount of investment that's not going to pan out pretty well. One thing I wanted to add lastly is the 40 mil. I have 4 right now, but I'm going to add 2 more. Like this. So I have 6. Now that is going to be around 2 for group, and I think it's going to be more than enough to get them suitably covered from the air, especially the vulnerable artilleries when they're in transit. Yeah, this is the makeup of our army so far, and I think it's pretty good. I think they're pretty battle ready to go into Dessau, or Dessau, I don't know. So the upgrades, well, the upgrades, I don't really have any new units, so we have to just stay in their current configuration or version. Yeah, wow, I never expected to have 6 air defense. Maybe I should have bought a bit more recon. The recons are pretty hardy units, and I'm pretty sure that there will be no need for more than 4 recons. I mean, that's basically 1 per each group. It's more than enough, I hope. And of course, the last thing to do is to overstrengthen the unit. This tank definitely needs some upgrade. Oh, this tank is already overstrength to tune up 2 points, so I have to decide whether to give them an extra after I have suitably overstrengthened them across the board. So 2 here, and let's give this guy, yeah, this extra point as well. As far as the artilleries are concerned, well, they are a bit lower in my priority. I just want to upgrade these guys first, and of course your infantry as well. Oh, okay, I gave them 1 extra point. I want to make them even 12, but oh well. Extra point would not harm anybody. This guy needs extra point as well. Yeah. Alright, let's go back to the tanks. And let's give this guy a bit more points. How about that? And what does this guy have? Right, well, shock tactics. Wow. Look at how he did in math. 2 stars. This is really rare. I don't know what this guy did, but definitely run roughshod among the German defenses, breaking down fortifications and whatnot. Yes. Alright, let's give them... yeah, overstrength each. Yeah. And I think my army is now ready to enter into the last mission in the crusade. Let's make it count. And I do have American involvement here. I guess they're just providing troops that I can requisition. Alright, Dessau, 10 turns, April 11th, 1945, the weather is fair. April 11th, which is I think not even a month before the war was officially over in the European continent. I think it was over on May 8th. Let's see, let's check out the map. Alright, okay. So we have 2 starting points. And yeah, a lot of different cities and objectives, towns to cover. Seems like we have 2 starting points here, so 2 groups, 2 large groups, 6 tanks each. Now this is through the forest, so the units with more mobility will thrive here. Will, I guess, not thrive, but will be able to, well, at least accord themselves a bit better than just having infantry. Here, I think the Liberator can make a pretty good grabs here first, and then use the road to travel to the center of the map and drive from north. And this guy is going to, of course, come out of this area and try to take these 2 towns. And I think we are going to arrive at this point near Aschersleben.
Aschersleben.
And Hedstedt. I'm sorry, German town names are probably one of the hardest ones. Yeah, as these two groups just before reaching Saale River, they have a chance to maybe link up and trade, places in order to make the final push across this field to the river Elbe. Dessau. So yeah, that's it. So I probably have to open the map again and plan after the first phase is over, which is trying to link up near this town. And then I decide what to do next. By then we, I think, have a pretty good idea of what to expect and how the prospect of the rest of the mission is going to go. So let's start. Okay. Alright, so we are pretty close to the town here, which is still being held by the Germans. So one of them is determined defense. And this is shock tactics. Okay, so let's get one shock tactics guy here. Yeah, this guy. And one green tank. Of course, I'm going to supply them with the best recon to see what's up here in these two towns. And how about in the south? Oh, the south has a much more extensive landing area or starting area. Alright, so I'm going to put 2 recons here. So these are the 2 starting places. I don't know whether I have enough spaces, hexes, to accommodate all these units. Don't think I will. Okay, so this guy will come in along with these tanks, and yep, so some of them will be held in reserve probably. I don't know what kind of a reserve hex landing area is going to be after I have deployed all my forces in the first place. Probably it's going to be centered around these 2 very critical areas where I'm going to place my infantry. Maybe Commonwealth infantry. They're not gonna see a lot of action, although I have hyped them up, their presence up a bit. Yeah, I have no choice but to give these guys the best unit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no infantry here. Should I actually leave at least 1 infantry so that you can protect this place and defend against possible counterattacks? Maybe losing this airfield will mean that the mission is going to be lost, so to be careful here. Try to just measure every little detail, not like the last time. I just let the units be where they are in the last few turns and pay dearly for it. Yeah. So these guys will be geared for mobility, so going to be supplied with this. Yeah, shock tactics may be able to suppress enough defenders here even though they're entrenched, so I think I'll be able to win out. And let's hope that is the case. New Zealand is going to protect this hex. The infantry is going to come over the hills. Never mind, I was thinking about getting the infantry in the north, but it's not going to happen. Maybe I can bring Overthorpe here and try to take this point. But I think my current army is going to be able to do a pretty good job, and this is the last mission, so I'm not really desperate for, counting point. Could be desperate by the middle of the mission. Thinking ahead what I'm going to come up against. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'm not be able to get all these guys in. That could be a bit problematic, just like the last time where there was congestion units and I was not able to identify some positions that were left vulnerable, but I think this is it, right? We get this unit. And then the size of the map. Wow, okay, so we have a long ways to cover, so without further ado, let's just begin. Begin this battle. Alright, okay, so let's start with south, shall we? This is open. Yeah. Very open indeed. Oh my goodness. Alright, so yeah, they have set up everything here with a pretty good amount of anti-tank and everything. They're all entrenched to heck. Alright, so let's see what we can do. And the artillery definitely covers this area. Has a range of 4 hexes. I don't think you'll be able to reach Sangerhausen, but yeah, as we move out from there, it's going to be problematic. So let's begin with taking care of these guys. my artillery is not going to be able to reach them. Yeah, they're 1 hex short, this 7.2 inches. Okay, so Firefly. Yeah, their fire support is pretty extensive. Be shot from here, yeah. Oh, okay, so I can reach this guy. Good, finally. Yes. The hill. Round 1. Once again. Alright, so this shock tactics guy maybe? Yes, good. And perhaps throw some fire. Wow, that's pretty bad. 3 lost. That is unexpected. Alright, so let's see what kind of landing zone I can have now that we are in the mission. Okay, so let's select some of these guys here. Okay, so we do have some landing areas. I don't know about the north because it's still filled up, so I'm going to probably wait until I have moved all the units here. I have an idea what to expect in the south. Could probably try to cross the river. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm going to just stay here and keep watch over the river Moselle? No. Oh, Helm River. So actually this river has a name, but not this one. So maybe I should have been a bit more top heavy with the tanks. I could have used far more armor. Okay, so this guy will protect here. Yeah. 40 mil, under 40 mil is going to maybe bring up the rear. Or maybe even stay here. It's going to be under the range of the artillery, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to bring some artillery to see if we can damage these guys the next turn. Alright. And you guys probably will try to cross the river here and see what's up. I wish I could have breaching guys. Maybe I should purchase some breaching duty dudes. But that's... yeah, I mean hindsight is 20/20 as I say. And that is going to be pretty helpful for the Americans as they try to make through the same area. Yeah, here I don't really expect any kind of... well, I can expect some kind of artillery. And then let's see if I can actually drive up here and see. I don't see anything. See if I can just move them a bit. And this guy will just protect the point. I have to see whether I can bring in an anti-air here. Yeah, I can bring in one here and see what's going to happen in the north. You should protect maybe here. Yeah. Alright. I don't know why they didn't take this road because this does have a bit more of a clearance. Can I travel there? Nope. Just blocked. There's a mountain. Impassable. And the quality of the map seems a bit different. It seems it's more zoomed in, so the scale of the map has decreased. Alright, 3 and 5, pretty good. Okay, let's see. Oh, alright, so there's some mountaineers here. Alright. Twins. Alright, ineptly suitably suppressed. To finish the job here. And should I attack north or south? I can just try to attack these guys. Oh, okay. I can make sure that I cover these 2 units. But let's just attack the artillery first. Alright. That's good. And you, sir, is going to be in a world of hurt. 9 and 1. Okay. Maybe this guy can finish this guy off. Has 2 choice if I cannot bring more units from the airfield. Either you can destroy the artillery or destroy the PSW. I wonder if there's some other units that can come by and then counterattack. Well, doesn't seem like it as far as the spotting range goes, so let's just kill this guy off. Alright. Pretty brisk progress in the north. Yeah, I think it's a bit too close for my comfort. Yeah, these Australians. How much experience does this guy have? This seems like a regular German troop, but has 2 bars of experience. Okay, so I think you can just stay here. Maybe a bit farther. No, I think closer. And let's see what kind of deployment zone I have. Oh, okay. Pretty generous here. So I can bring in the artilleries and what have you, and move them a bit forward. I can shoot at these guys first, right? And then now that I know where they are, and I move and then bring in some more units, that's how I'm going to work. Alright, let's try to aim at these guys and then finish them up with the rest of the Fireflies. So I'm going to expand from this point, which is pretty good for us. I thought I would be restricted somewhat. Right, okay. These 2 guys just try to protect their flank. Yeah. Okay, good. You guys move here. And here. Let's bring in more units. Alright, so it's 2 tanks. And 1 more. Yeah, 2 tanks and a whole lot of engineers. Let's bring them in. Yeah, let's bring them in first and then we'll see what happens after we make short work of these guys. Alright, good. And these guys will be also entrenched, so let's lower it. What about here? I can just walk up to them. Good. 5 and 6. Not good. Alright, I think I'm deploying a lot of units here, so let's see what's more needed here in the south. I definitely need more armor. So I'm going to put 2 more armor here. Make sure that they have all the firepower that they need. And here I think I'm going to put another recon. Yep. Yeah, we're just deploying all the units that we have, although it took basically 2 turns to deploy them because I had to move all my units first and then come back. Alright, so 1 artillery, 1 40mm, yeah, so suitably all deployed. Turn 1, these guys may not run away. 5 and 6 still, wow, okay, so they're pretty hardy units. Let's see what's up here. 0 and 4. No, let's try to finish this guy off. Yeah, it could have been better if I could using this tank overrun it first. Yeah, bit of a mistake. Oh well. 1 and 1, wow. 4 and 6. Can you attack them? No. Yeah, just stay within. No, just capture this point. What am I thinking? Yeah, I'm not gonna sacrifice them needlessly. Alright, these 2 tanks will move north, I guess. That's the only path that they can have. Find themselves a bit closer to the artilleries and the defenses. And this 40mm, yeah, why not? Let's just try to move up. And these guys will be, I don't think they're in any grave danger yet, but we have to see after the Germans unspool and try to attack us. Now, let's see what have we here. Garrison. So not that strong, although there are 2 bars experience. And they don't seem to have any kind of defense set up here, but it's going to definitely reveal itself very soon. This, okay. Now, Achilles. Can you destroy here, this guy? 0 and 4. Maybe they can shoot over this guy. Oh, it's not going to be as damaging though. Okay, so why not just conserve this guy and then see if there's any armor that comes nearby. I'm just going to maybe park this guy right here and see. There, stay. Alright, so the first turn is done. Maybe I should deploy all these units. Maybe I should. The 40mm is going to protect 2 ranges, so yeah, at least these guys are covered. Maybe I should deploy them a bit south. for this guy. And the Indians will probably come later, and Canadians of course. Well, Canadians saw some action in the beginning phase of this campaign, so I'm not that worried. Oh, there's extra 40 mil here. I could just deploy right here and then could have put an artillery here and attack these guys. Oh well. Another small mistake there. Let's just put the Indians here and Canadians here. Yeah, so I have only one plane left. Good. Alright, Canadians will, well, I guess why not follow these guys? 7 point to each will, yeah, try to follow where the 40 mil is. Just put these guys here then. Alright. Bit risky. Bit risky. Alright, so Indians will, yeah, go into the city. And let's see what's going to happen. Oh, these guys are reinforcing. Tanks are getting blasted. Wow, this leader tank is getting blasted 6 ways to Sunday. Okay, so ominous pause. The planes are probably buzzing about, setting up the engines and what have you. Okay, so let's take care of these guys and overrun this guy and see. No, I can overrun this guy. It's a shame. Wow, these guys are pretty hardy. Regular troop, but oh well, yeah, let's do it then. Wow, fought us on equal terms. Pretty scary, these guys. And how about in the north? Okay, so north is kind of blocked, although I can use this little bridge in order to make a, what is it called, encircling attempt near Stassfort. But yeah, I just want to keep my guys together and make a strong showing. Check out the map. Yeah, so we have to just travel as fast as possible and take this town of Eiseleben and just go up. That's our priority. Anybody near Eiseleben? Okay, so we have a 7.5 anti-tank. Well met. And one, alright. I think I'll be able to overrun this guy. Yeah, good. And let's just park just outside of these guys. And of course there's infantry down there. Let's see if I can aim at this guy. No. Okay. And one. Need to park it right here. And let this guy take care of this. Yeah, good. 4-4. Alright. Overrun and then move toward the next city. Okay. That kind of works out. And one layer of air defense right here, followed by the artilleries. One will rest here. One will rest here. And let's see, the engineer is going to go here and provide some flank. Hope there's no artillery. I can check with the... this... oh no, it's out of movement. I cannot check. Okay, so let's just try to err on the safe side and bring out the artillery here. These guys will be exposed while I try to the best of my ability, try to protect these artilleries. And I'm going to, you know, give them some flank support with the engineers. Yeah. Okay, so the rest of the tank. Yeah, I don't want to be caught out in the open, so maybe I come back. Come back here, I guess. The Indians will, yeah, get to the city. This guy will... yeah, alright. So there's a pretty good advance. There are a lot of units to control, but at least I was able to find out that there was anti-tank. Okay, so all the units here trying to defend either moved or is being hidden. Going to definitely have to fix this guy up. Alright, so you can sort of see that, oh okay, maybe they have run away or something. I don't see any fire support. Well, I can test it definitely. Okay, let's test it. Oh, they're still there. Oh man, I got hit pretty bad. Yeah, I should just use this guy. Alright. Yeah, still there. Okay. So now this guy has to make a pretty... You know, have to charge into the flank here. Yeah, the most of the defense is concentrated near this small town of Eisleben. 3. Pioneers, wow, engineers. Special kind of unit. Oh, okay. Just out of the range, but I can target this guy. Yeah, they're coming for you, Germans. They're coming for you for sure. This guy has a range of 2, so yeah, still outside of their range. Yeah, these guys will run out of ammo soon. He has 3 more ammo left. Okay. Trick is try to overrun this guy and get out of the forest, but they can't. So yeah, they have to bring in some mobile artilleries in order to provide some cover. I'm going to do that. Kind of sick and tired of these artilleries making pot shots against us. Yeah, what am I going to do about it? Nothing really. This 40 mil can maybe come down. No, they just stay where they are. This guy can maybe make a movement, or is it too close? Yeah, I think it's a bit too close. Yeah, I just moved this guy up here then. Travel a bit farther up and see. Just one is going up there in the north. Pretty empty. Alright. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. We'll be able to destroy them using this tank. Nope, not enough. Oh, okay, not a bad showing at all. Not a bad showing at all in their flank. And they're out of the ammo. Yes, good. Okay, now I can make a bit of a headway here. Let's see if I can... No, it's a bit too far away from me, but I can definitely move. Yeah, alright, let's just stay here then. Yeah, these two guys are all... Oh, these guys have ammo. Okay, so I need to make sure that I steer clear of that area. Multiple coverage, kind of a overlapping coverage of air defense. This guy can maybe make a move here and maybe shoot at them. I don't know whether it's going to be any effective. Well, not really. Well, at least I tried. 40 mil. Yeah, I think you can come here now. Protect everyone. Alright, okay, so this guy can actually attack. But yeah, fire support is still active. Just stay there, I guess, for one more turn. This guy go up. Yeah, just, I think, stay there. Yeah, I don't want to go into the forest. Stay there, yep. Alright, so second turn is over. They're going to get pretty involved here. Not as bad as last time. Wow, they're trying to attack us head on. Okay. Alright, so they're trying to aim for the forest, as you can see. And they didn't really do well there. Yeah, trying to attack. And we have a first sighting of experimental plane. It's a comet. Comet is not that, from my recollection of having used it myself, not really that effective against, as you can see, the ground is not really good. But against the other air units, it's Spectre of Death, as it just swoops down on you. It's a rocket powered. I think the only rocket-powered fire plane. Not really that useful since it could only be in the air for less than 1 hour, so I don't think it was effective as a long-range fighter, only as a pretty good interceptor. As part of a point defense system around, I guess, German airfields. Alright, so, yeah. Yeah, this guy made a pretty big gambit of trying to isolate or ambush us in the forest, but unfortunately it didn't work. And this guy, I guess, had a pretty good experience, or the random number generator gave us a bit of a edge there. Alright, so I have to go up to them and then just shoot at them with abandon. 6 times 3, yeah, okay, good. Yeah. So artilleries cannot really still attack the anti-tank. Yeah, just outside the range, okay. Maybe this guy can attack. Yeah. Nice. Destroyed, and this guy will be... Oh, maybe because of forest, I don't think he'll be able to shoot two-range guns, so it's only in this direction, down the road, that is able to use its capability. Let's overrun. Oh, I can overrun. Alright, how about this guy? Can you attack? Yeah, good. Nice. Now this guy can aim at the pioneer. Good. Oh, I forgot to... Wow, that's pretty bad. This guy. What's wrong with this guy? Holy crap. Alright, you go down here. Jesus. How about overrun? Wow, yeah, I'm going to lose out pretty bad. This is super artillery here. S. Is in S ranking against the vehicle so far. Yeah, I have no choice. Alright, good, destroyed. So let's see if this shock tactics guy can do it. Yeah, definitely have to do it. 4 and 6. Not as good as I expected. 5 and 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Nice. Wow, that artillery really gave us a lot of trouble. Overrun. And maybe move back. Yeah, move back. 5 and 1, yeah, it's not going to end well at all. Maybe stay here. And you can maybe just leave that lonely anti-tank alone for a while as this guy tries to get it out of the forest. Holy crap, yeah, it's definitely a strong unit by all definition of anti-tank and what it represents. Okay, 40 mil. Just stay outside. Yeah, the 40 mils just have to protect the... Yeah, why not? Yeah. I don't know how effective the engineer is going to be in the forest. I have no idea. All clear, so yeah, I need to be in the forest for these guys. Okay. Let's see if I can actually capture this point. Or just see what is up there. I don't think there's anybody, but I think there is some counterattack surely coming. Not the least of which is going to come from the air. Of course, they definitely activated their experimental planes. It definitely has to move. Maybe just dare it to come here and then try to attack our ground forces or artilleries. Yeah, alright. Now, can definitely take an aim. Yeah, good. Only one artillery. Oh wow, okay, so I thought that I really should be able to calculate how much hex it requires. Okay, suitably destroyed. Good. Alright, don't see anything. Not really sure if I should just waltz in without any kind of reconnaissance. I do have an extra reconnaissance. It's up there though, okay. Yeah, don't see anything. First capture this point. The most important. Oh, since it's empty. Alright, so the Indian guy. This engineer guy, okay. Trading places. Okay. Moving with the artilleries, try to use them as effective as possible. They have been a bit lagging behind because I was being a bit too careful or deliberate. I wonder if the Germans actually had... I know they had prototype fighter airplanes, but I don't know whether they actually had any experimental fighter bombers. In this game, I don't think they have one, but of course, in the, I guess, real history, the things might have been different, that they were trying to cover all bases. Air superiority and maintaining it was, I guess, the priority for the Germans as the war drew near the end. And of course, air superiority means that they were afraid of the bombers and all these bombings that have been going on that laid waste to their ever-dwindling supplies of manpower and armament. So they had to be very worried about the bombers, and of course the fighter is more effective in trying to deter the bombers from entering their airspace, just laying waste both civilian and of course military targets. Alright, so we have reached Saale River. April 12th, fair. Okay, so everything's all fair. So the planes, of course, the German planes will have no trouble in spotting us and doing whatever it does, trying to make our lives difficult. Alright. Wow. Wow. That is a pre-pitched fight there. This anti-tank apparently chose the least strong unit, I guess, trying to attack or trying to be the linchpin of the defense in the south, but didn't really work to its favor. So let's go to south. It's still pretty hot. Kind of lagging behind the northern group. I think this will take care of it, yeah, pretty well. Yeah, it could have shot across here toward any of these units, I think, but instead it chose to attack my engineer, my super strength engineer. 3 and 7 could be a bit better. Wow, yeah, still is able to... Alright, okay. Let's not pussyfoot about and destroy this guy. Is this Oberthorpe? Yeah, Oglethorpe. Alright. 4. Alright. So it's even less of a chance against our tanks. Hopefully, maybe overrun it. My. Okay. So we can still able to offer up some resistance. I wanted to use a green tank in order to finish this guy off, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. The experience definitely matters here. Maybe from the back it's going to have a better chance. No. Alright. I have no choice but to use... why don't I just use this engineer to finish this guy off? Yeah, good. Strongest unit does the job. Alright, so nothing there, nothing up there. Okay, so I can link up with the remaining engineer. I can definitely make... Yeah, alright, so yeah, pretty good result there against the infantry. And finish this guy off, good. This is now the third turn. I don't know whether I'm ahead of schedule or behind schedule. Seems like I'm about doing pretty well. Haven't faced a lot of resistance yet. Alright, so we're going to link up for sure. Let's check out the map now. So we're going to take this point and this point, and I think the southern force will definitely going to go and drive toward Haale. And the northern force will, yeah, cross this bridge on the Saale River. And I guess turn their direction and try to go northeast. And as you can see, Dessau is both covered heavily by forest and bridges, so it can be pretty tricky to approach it. Maybe if I have an airfield, I do have an airfield, I can try for paratrooping action, maybe. but no, just joking. There's just too many planes around, and yeah, not enough units on our end to prevent that from happening from them using their air superiority. Oglethorpe, yes, you capture this point. Going to go south. Yeah, going to go south. Let's see what's up here. Nothing much. Alright, so we have to now drive as fast as we can. As far as this air defense can take us, bring as much coverage as possible, as near the front line as possible. These artilleries will all pack up. Yep, their job is done here. Achilles. Alright. Yeah, follow the road for now. And you will bring up the rear. And why not here? And you guys will be given to the northern forces. I mean, it's not really much, but there's not enough infantry here to support this armor column, so yeah. Capture another point. And now we head toward the Saale River and cross the bridge. Let's deploy the rest of the infantry. Oh, I already did. Okay, sorry about that. I think I had some infantry still left. I did bring a whole lot of them. And I do have around 500 prestige points. Pretty good. Maybe I can bring in Spitfire if this war goes well. Very important bridge here. Very important. Yeah, this whole mass of tanks trying to cross the river and toward the next objective being here, the airfield, where all the experimental goodies are now being still experimented on or being researched. They're packing up and trying to move further east, but there's not much space left for them to run to because the Red Army is advancing at the same time. So yeah, they're kind of out of luck. They should just surrender. Okay. Let's see what is up here. Stassfort is also pretty empty, so I can probably use this guy to maybe sneak by, but I don't know. I'm not gonna tempt fate. Alright, this tank is still left. Yeah, okay. Let's just... I don't know whether the close attack modifier or the close attack happens when the armor is in the forest, but attack from the air. I don't know whether it has the same kind of effect as an infantry would going up against an ambushed tank in the forest. But I do have a pretty good amount of coverage, so I'm not really worried about it. And this guy, yeah, drive. Okay. I hope I didn't miss anything, but the Germans will definitely bring their troops. Wow, pretty ballsy of them to attack the anti-air. That's what they think about the anti-air that we have. Just laugh in its face and attack it, but you know, they got damaged a bit. Alright. The recon will make a sharp turn in the French field of crops, pseudo bocage or something. I don't see anything, so yeah, let's just head right toward the airfield where all the baddies are. And this guy, well, okay. Alright. Let's try to see what's up here. I think within the spotting range of this recon, I don't really see anything, so first thought that I placed this anti-air in a really wrong spot, really dangerous spot. Still may have to see the consequences of my mistake here, but pretty sure nothing is going to come this way. I don't really see anything in the immediate vicinity. German Firefly is one of the fastest tanks, and of course Panzer probably can outpace it in certain aspects. Alright, come up here and then see if you can provide some kind of support. Yeah, the artillery is going to lag behind. Fear that it might happen, but yeah, it's happening. There, and for these guys, sorry, I have to keep checking the map. Yeah, so the British were able to just cut a wide swath here, taking all the points and objectives, taking no prisoners. As far as the towns are concerned, I left nothing to the Germans yet. I need to go into this first victory objective here. It's going to be probably very well defended. I am expecting some anti-tank, of course, and artilleries. Yeah. Let's check it out. Oh, okay, so we have a flag. Alright, so flag is no problem because I don't have any planes. Although defensively you can congest the road. Wow, just destroyed it in a single volley of fire, destructive fire. Impressive. Alright, so the anti-tank is going to protect the flank. Right, these guys will, the green tanks will follow up. I think they're getting experience by the turn, although it doesn't show it as a bar of experience. Yeah, the forest also kind of worries me. I think this guy will be able to handle it. Oh, it's a clear road though, so yeah, alright. I just keep a close watch on the procession. Especially when the artilleries are concerned, they have to make a pretty long trip. I hope that they do not run out of fuel. After taking Haale, probably need to refuel because yeah, this is a pretty long trip that they're taking. Although the map is kind of reduced in scale, so it should not really affect them to the same rate as I would have been if I were still in near Metz or something like that. Yeah. Is there any other way around it? I can go a bit south and try to take it, and then maybe this is impassable river. There's another way toward Haale, but it's rather close by. But I can try to move these units. Well, it's kind of already congested. Basically, no other way but to follow these guys. And hope for the best, that they're not get caught. Alright, this guy, we have to just drive. Just drive, without asking any questions. Yeah, let's see if another prototype unit is going to make a fool out of us. Basically disrespecting it right above his head, thinking it's basically nothing, offering no support whatsoever. I mean, this anti-air defense is, you know, not a slouch. Still has a pretty decent, well, not really decent, but it's going to give the Germans a second thought as they, you know, fly their 5 strength or half strength experimental planes. Alright, so I said a mouthful. This Indian guy is still traveling up north. I hope nothing bad happens to him. And this guy will just stay here. Yeah, Australians. Alright, 6 turns left. Wow, I cannot believe it. But oh, new plane appearing. What is happening? It didn't attack. Now, I think this is the plane, the fighter plane that I used at the end of the Blitzkrieg campaign. The famous, not you, I mean this guy should be famous, but yeah, much more notorious one. Yeah, I mean the name actually does signify that this is the one that we should be fearing. Only has half strength though, but yeah, this is the one. HE-162, the best plane as far as this game is concerned, with 27 rating against other fighter units, but rather paltry rating across everything else. Still a pretty impressive unit, and it's going to make life hard because of the, look at the experience that it has. It's no wonder why this guy doesn't have an ace. Maybe in American version this guy would be piloted by another Akinhale for the last bit of vengeance against American troops, especially against the bombers. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, what the future will hold as I'm going to play the US forces. It's not going to be pretty, and it's going to be full of M26s. That's a sneak preview of what's going to happen. A lot of M26s. Any artilleries? Nope. Only this lone guy trying to protect Haale, and it's a pretty sizable city too, with its cathedral near the river, very picturesque, and all the red rooftop houses. And of course they have a air force, I think, Me-262. Wow, okay, this is the plane that I should be more worried about, with more experience, with full strength, with better rating against everything else. Yeah, so they do have a whole lot of experimental planes that's going to make our life really hard when I'm playing the US. Alright, going to offer up some of these juicy targets for them to maybe try to attack. So let's try to check here what they have. Oh, okay, so they have that damaged comet there in the south. Well, then I go there. I go there right to their doorstep and see if they can do anything. Yeah, you just clear. So this is good hex that I can place my tanks or something like that. Oh, just out of reach. And how is it doing for fuel? 26. Yeah, going to have to fuel up pretty soon. Achilles. Yeah, I think you can handle it, right? Right? 21. Alright, not bad. You're in clear, so yeah, it's not going to be affected by that city fighting trade or something. I don't see any artillery, so Overthorpe use its brain carrier to step right up. The bad thing about it is that my 40 mil can kind of lag behind because of this surge across the open field. Yeah, alright. Let's check what's up here. Yeah, nothing much. Nothing much. Okay, just stay close to the air defense. Yep, kinda congested. Okay, so that's why they stopped firing, because of the threat of the air defense. Shoot at this guy, nonetheless. Yeah, so they can actually stop firing if they, feel that the threat of the, I guess, counterattack is great. But I thought that they made the decision to attack before they actually moved. Or maybe they were just flying by or something to the rear of our army. I think that's how the AI worked, but apparently it's not how it really works. Alright. I don't see anybody. Wow. Why don't I just take it right here, and then I'm out of the movement point then. Okay, so that's a bit of a dilemma. Let's just park it, yeah, in front of the town, and then see if I can use the infantry that kind of tags along like here to take the few scraps of points. Maybe this guy can take Stassfort. The river actually goes through this town. Pretty nice, so it's like a free bridge. I don't have to use an extra point to cross the river. Why aren't there more towns like Stassfort? The European towns had all these canals and bridges to make it... Well, I guess I'm just talking nonsense once again. Anyways, oh wow, alright. Let's leave it for now and see. Poke is the forest. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what kind of nightmare is going to unleash upon us. So maybe a lot of 88 anti-tanks might be there, so I need to be very careful and just skirt around. Oh my goodness! What is this? Oh, King Tiger! KK! One more K, it might have been just game over. Dorner. I had Dorner back at Defender Reich, I think. Aggressive and first strike. Oh boy. And they have some crazy plane here. DO-335. They have every experimental plane. It's really good to see this plane. It's really large actually. I don't know whether it scales up realistically to the other units, like Me-262, which seems a bit smaller than this, but this is the plane that I was talking about. They had two propellers. on each end. I heard it's really nice plane, one of the fastest prop planes ever produced in the war. The only thing bad about it I heard was when the plane makes emergency landing, the engine can just pop out and then crush the pilot in front of the this section. And then when the pilot wants to get out, the propellers are tremendous amount of danger because they can get caught up in one of these propellers. So yeah, I just cannot imagine if that were to happen. So this guy is entrenched. What kind of support do I have here? Can I actually make it here? No, I cannot make it. Okay, well this guy can. Let's see if I can damage this guy. Oh, well, okay. It's an even fight. Even fight against this first strike tiger, so I have to see about what I can do. Wonder if there are more armor waiting nearby, ready to pounce upon us. The king tiger will definitely move. He cannot really move a lot, but if he starts moving, it's not going to end up pretty well. A lot of logistics problems for us as I try to navigate still this bridge. Man, of course the airfield was one of the most important objectives of this mission. Yeah. Alright. So is that it? Alright, I just leave that confrontation between the Firefly and King Tiger to a bit later. The later is now. Okay. Alright, so let's see if I can defeat this guy, have a good outcome. Pray to the... Hey, actually I have another leader here. Another leader, Rask. Canisius and Liberator. Okay, well, yeah. You have to defend, not liberate. You have no place to liberate. Well, I guess you can just drive toward one of the captured positions, but no. I think it's random, the traits they receive, it's a random thing. And this guy received a pretty good trait. This guy really didn't. Maybe still count the Liberator having occupied the victory objective, so it may give the Germans a bit of a boost, prestige boost. You can bring an elephant or something. 2 and 3. Ah, okay. I can live with that, I guess. Alright. 5 turns left. Wow. Alright, the planes are starting moving. Oh, man. Wow, yeah. It hurts. Definitely. Oh, okay, so he's just happy, just content in trying to defend this position to the bitter end. Yeah, and then he's going to... Yeah, it basically replaced, or yeah, got replaced right up there. So it serves as a rejuvenating defensive option for the Germans here. Wow. It's not really a nice thing. I may have to sacrifice a few of my Fireflies. All for a good cause. 3 and 0, yeah, it's not going to end well. I need to have my first strike guys basically bomb rushing this guy on both sides. It's a shame that I'm not able to actually shoot. Maybe can I shoot across this guy? Like from the rear? Maybe not. Let's just try to just first strike this guy. Not first strike. Shock tactics this guy to smithereens. Has to work, right? 4 and 1. Now it starts running right in the crosshairs of this nameless Firefly, but it's going to be remembered forever for having defeated this King Tiger. Hope there's no more King Tigers here, but yeah, this is going to be remembered for the rest of this series of having shot that shell that destroyed King Tiger. Yes, and it destroyed it. Alright. In 2 turns. And you have to remember that it's basically half strength, so crippled King Tiger to start with. And this guy is the most uber Stoßtruppen of the mission, of the entire campaign. Oh, it's losing some strength. I thought you were better than that, Stoßtruppen. Okay. Let's get it over with. Yeah, they can definitely attack pretty well on, you know, the units on the ground, despite what it says about their ratings. Definitely does fight above their weight or above their rating. And this guy will get it, probably. Yeah, these two guys will get it. Can you get... no, it's out of fuel, so... Alright. Okay, so I have to leave that to next turn. The exciting conclusion of the fight as all the experimental planes gather there. Capture this point, and maybe no complaints about it entering the forest, as I'm going to get rid of this guy pretty soon. Just now. Going forward, and you shoot and go a bit farther. Alright, you lost one unit. Shame on you. You? Okay. Alright, you shoot at this guy and then reduce entrenchment. Remains as 3, and how about try to get rid of this guy? Or at least drive them out of the... yeah, okay, good. Alright. So Oglethorpe does its work again and captures the point. Maybe I can overrun this guy into the city, but no matter. I have a lot of Fireflies. Okay, good. So I have taken Haale. Hallelujah. Sorry about that. Let's try to cover these guys as best as possible with the... yeah, with the anti-air. Okay. Yeah, I don't really see a lot of counter-attack or any kind of infantry roaming around trying to attack, to look for any attacks opportunity. I can look over here and see what is up. No, there's nothing. Maybe they're still waiting, but no, I don't know. I don't think they have a lot of units left. The artilleries will make a turn for the south. Yeah, it seems more stable. Okay, so wait a minute. Could be pretty sticky. I think you'll be still able to cover, yeah. So not this guy, but doesn't really matter. Just need to travel as fast as possible. Yeah, the road is open now. Can you make it? Can you travel that far? No. Okay, doesn't matter. Maybe the fighters will be enticed. Canadian guys, okay. The fighters will be enticed to attack in the rear instead of bothering us in the front. Alright, so anybody else? Australians, stay there. Oh, this engineer, yeah, capture this point. You cannot get replaced, so maybe you should just stay put. Yeah. New Zealand, maybe just stay there. Yeah, Indians, I moved the Indians. Alright, let's check out the map and see what more that we have to do. Okay, so there's another airfield. Drat. Maybe I should split my forces up and try to attack from the north and also from the south. Maybe if I'm successful, I can take the airfield as well in the process. These are all planes, I believe. Yeah. As you can see, I learned this in the last episode. Piano 6888 told me that if you press this air mode within strategic map, yeah, it shows all the air units. I didn't know about that until now. Alright. I think we are all set for another turn. Let's see what the Germans have in store for us. 4 turns. I don't know if I'm able to achieve brilliant victory. Yeah, the Germans are kind of staying put now, maybe in the defensive mode. Let's see if I can aim at all of these guys. Oh, maybe it's raining. Okay, so it's raining. Well, it's a double-edged sword. I can attack these guys in the air, but these guys cannot pester us on the ground. I take it. Okay, so no duel between these guys, Sostrupen and the engineer. Let's see if I can. Yeah, let's attack them. Oh, wow, nice. Only 1, wow. So this is the amount of difference that the experience and leadership can make. And it really can make or break the flow of the mission. And how about this guy? What can they do? Yeah, 0 and 4 definitely much more stronger. I made a good decision of bringing the 2 shock tactics guy from the north. Kind of fear about what's going to happen in the Americans because I don't really have a lot of leaders for my American forces. Bye bye, Rask or Dorner or whoever it was. Alright, so these guys will definitely go up north. I think my guys can peek over and see what's up there. Nothing much. And my mobile artillery guy, wow, he's barely able to make it. Maybe they should get refueled while the sky is clear. Bit of reprieve from the German tech. Okay, so alright, so wait a minute. Oh, I can actually. Oh, I can't just attack directly. I thought that I had to cross the bridge, but yeah, I think I can attack directly. That changes things somewhat. I like to see what they have here, right here. Oh my god, a flag. It could have been very bad if I actually traveled. I don't know whether it was a limit of my movement hex, but if I travel right here, it's going to be just destruction for my AEC. But now I found a target, which is good. I can move all my units here. Let's see. This guy can maybe move up here. And this guy can maybe move up here. Yeah, this guy is kind of exposed, but I'm just betting that there not be enough units from the south. Alright, so let's take care of this. Is there a recon that I can use? Yes, okay. Okay, so I have reached the edge of the map. Let's see what they have down here. Let's just travel along the river. Okay, so they have a couple of flags. Okay. One. Alright, still able to damage it. Kind of wish that this guy will be able to gain a leader sometime soon, but maybe it's not going to happen. Alright, just overrun it using overwhelming power. I will just aim at this guy, and I don't know whether they have extra defender here. It's raining, so it definitely affects our spotting range. And this guy will go up and see. Wow, it's kind of blocked here, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I found something. King Tiger. Oh my goodness, another King Tiger. Wow, lucky that I didn't move all my units down here. Holy crap. Yeah, I need to just, as I say, bomb rush these guys once again and try to cling for dear life. Or maybe I can. Oh, it's clear, so yeah. I thought for an instant maybe I can lure this guy, but no. Okay, so let's make it count. Firefly. Okay. Alright, let's remove all my units so I do not lose sight of them. Oh, yes, this guy's pretty slow. This guy will just station itself right here. Alright, so let's see. Wow. The King Tiger could have just gone straight for our artilleries and engineers, but decided to come down. Oh, it's your loss, I guess you just have to Alright. Okay, this is going to be pretty bad. Oh, suitably suppressed. Yeah, just wow. Oh man, it's pretty scary. Very scary. Okay, so it's going to hurt in the next turn. Whatever unit is going to be, it's going to be pretty bad. Is this blocked or something? Or I don't know. Indians definitely reached the edge of the map here. And this guy will drive down. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen. The King Tiger will make its mark near Haale. 0-7, that was pretty bad. Alright, okay. Still raining, so it cannot do anything, right? Yeah. Heading down. Okay, so now I have... Yeah, I can make use of this extra tanks to bear upon the King Tiger there. Alright, good. All destroyed. Yeah, you're one turn late. DO335 or HE162. Okay, so they have no, you're not late at all. They're like flags and everything here. Wow. Ostwind and Jesus. Alright, so first things first, let's take care of this King Tiger. Okay, so leader guy will... Oh, okay, alright, destroyed. So that was that. A bit of an anticlimactic end. These guys will travel north. And I think this is not raining anymore, overcast, yeah. So it's going to be reduced strength for the fighters, but still able to shoot at us. Okay. Yeah, we capture it. I think it's Oglethorpe. Maybe Spitfires can make a bit of a difference in the end if I were to attack these kind of understrength guys, but I mean, you know, these guys have a lot of experience, so I think yeah, it's not going to end well. It's going to be just a waste of prestige. 5 and 4, alright. What about you? Wow, 1 and 6, pretty weak. 288 mil, that's probably why. Out of fuel, finally. Okay, I was wondering when that would happen. This artillery will stay put. Yeah, it's going to stay. Yeah, it's going to stay. And just be protected. This guy will try to go up. Next turn, I think this will be, just captured. The leader tank did really well for us. Very well. Definitely worked its magic once again. And Canadians cannot reach Haale yet. I should have just got them some kind of a truck. Alright, the Sexton is going to, yeah, still travel. I think it's just going to stay after I captured Leipzig. Oh, Leipzig! Oh, okay, so this is northern limit of Leipzig by the river of Elster. Leipzig is definitely a large German city. Didn't know it was in the eastern Germany. Okay, so there is a pretty big artillery here. I don't know whether it was an anti-tank or... I think it was an artillery, but probably one of the biggest German artilleries. It suppressed our AAC by 7 units. Yeah, let's destroy it. Good, alright. So... Wow, okay. 15S. No, it's not the biggest German artillery. Volkstrom and Stostruppen. So let's scout ahead. Come on. Oh, okay, so it's open. Good, okay. I hope there's no more King Tigers around. Definitely gave us a scare, but there are 2 King Tigers, at least on the British UK side of things. Destroy it, yeah, from the back. I probably expected the American armor to come from there all along. These guys will probably try to, yeah, confront them direct, head on. Maybe I can finish in brilliant fashion. What a way to end this, if that were to be possible. Okay, the artillery needs to be protected. This guy, well, yeah, it's all forest. Maybe I can, maybe stay here. At least the Sexton. right below the, yeah, it's going to present a good target for this guy, but yeah, at least it's going to be covered. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to enter the city, just the forest. Hook. Yeah, definitely worked its magic against the King Tiger, for sure. Oops, okay, sorry about that. Just keep pressing info. Although it's pretty good time as any to review the troops that were instrumental in making this mission or campaign a rather clean one. Yeah, I really didn't expect the UK to perform as well as it did. I thought that from the lack of powerful units such as the bombers, they'd have a harder time than the Americans, but Fireflies kind of even things out because 21 damage rating is definitely a lot of advantage. Any other tank I was able to use, but not to the extent of the Firefly. So Firefly is where it's at. Centurions, I think this is a bit too early for the Centurions still. I think it was revealed around June or something. So yeah, I don't know why they actually included Centurions, maybe for some scenarios that they probably thought of conflict with the Red Army where the Centurions couldn't make a mark. Okay. Yep, guys. Oh, alright. Kind of blocked off. Yeah. Yeah, good. Alright, 2 turns left. Okay. Yeah, now this is the more of a target that they need to protect. And I think the air defense did a pretty good job. Oh, they're aiming for the Indian guy for some reason. I think the air defense did a pretty good job. I wasn't really caught out in the open. There's the last flock of wolves. And the Comet is also joining in the foray or running away. I could have just stayed there if it was running away. So what is up with our... Okay, so the last turn it is. Good. I'll be able to achieve it. If I do not make any critical mistake here. They are buying units, it seems. Or... no, it was already there. Both drums. Yeah. Really need to make a push. 0.5, yeah, great. 0.1, alright. Alright, good, good. Okay, so this guy can now capture this. Yeah, Lawford, other determined, oh, it's this guy's determined defense, not shock tactics. Okay, I thought I had 2 shock tactics tank in the north, but nope. Still a pretty good leader. The new shock tactics guy did well against the King Tiger in the south, so in the end it kind of worked out. Alright, so let's capture this. I just... wow, okay, just use the remaining fuel here to capture. Oh, okay, still had extra reinforcement they have purchased. I think this was Strupen that they purchased. Desperate attempt. Okay, so... nope, not going to work out. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. I should just... yeah, okay, strand in the forest. Alright, how about in the south? Oh, let's just finish this, guys. Alright. Yeah. So 1 more remaining, right? Oh, okay, 2 more. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get to it. Maybe I can. Not this one though, unless no. Okay. Alright, so I guess I leave that town, nameless town. Barbie. Oh, okay. I'm going to leave Barbie to Germans. And try to, oh! I don't think it really matters. Yeah, I try to take over this Leipzig, the north of Leipzig. And then I guess the mission will still continue for a lot of these guys. Alright, you just... don't fool around here. Alright, okay. Oglethorpe, maybe you can give you a... yeah, Oglethorpe, do it! Do it! You can do it, let's see. What about you? Okay. Oglethorpe, you can do it. You can do it. Nice! Alright, brilliant. Brilliant enough? Yes, brilliant victory for us. Oh, it was pretty scary. I thought that I ran out of movement. There I was, all confident that everything is going to work out, but like, some of them was out of ammo and out of fuel. A brilliant victory to, I guess, the end of the crusade in the west.
Commander, congratulations and accolades on a mission well done. Your troops certainly gave the Germans everything that they deserved and more. A field marshal's baton, engraved with your name, awaits your arrival at number 10. I shall personally be there with the PM for the ceremony. A spot of tea, Commander.
So there it ends, with the field marshal's baton waiting for me at, I guess, number 10 is, I don't know, Downing Street or something? The Prime Minister's residence is there. Obviously the war is effectively over for General Gray in a pretty successful manner. Yeah, I was able to achieve brilliant victory in the last turn. I wouldn't have it any other way. Frankly, I'm really happy with how the mission went. I didn't really have I didn't face any kind of difficulty. It's all probably due to the advanced units and Fireflies and the experienced leaders that made it possible. I mean, it was a world of difference, really. And definitely have seen what the Germans were capable of in terms of bringing all the experimental, fighters and King Tigers into the very end. I think the US is going to have a far tougher time here because the bombers are going to be out of commission for, I guess, majority of the time. So it gives me a bit of a thought of how to approach this as a US force. But for the UK, they really did well. Fireflies were instrumental in making this possible. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this turn for the UK as they made their way across France and Germany to the end of the crusade here in the west. I had a pretty good time here. It's pretty fun, although the unit variety is a bit lacking, or different units were not really up to snuff. That I wasn't really tempted to use a lot more of them than I would have liked. I just stayed with the units that I felt comfortable with. And sometimes I didn't really have any units other than the ones that were already there. I didn't have any choice. I guess it kind of gave me the type of experience that I could use and apply it again and again. And it's not really that different. Well, I mean, it's not really that different between the tanks and the artilleries and the like. It's probably much the same, but as far as how it's different from the Germans, well, I mean, it does have a pretty good tank and Firefly, but its defense is not as great. Well, the engineers are... I don't know what's so special about UK, except for the exceptional units like Fireflies and Achilles. Doesn't really have that much of a edge in air power, especially in the late stages of the war. Well, for me, the thing that made the UK campaign a bit different is that I was able to gain a lot of leaders, some interesting leaders. Shock tactics definitely helped in suppressing the Panthers, and so they cannot do anything within the turn, and Liberator gave me that little bit of boost in the prestige so I can bring in more of Fireflies. So it's kind of one note, but still pretty interesting. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Alright, so let's just finish this off. Alright. Alright, so General Gray gets 283. Wow, surpasses Eckenhell. I don't know how that happened. Perhaps because I have more units than Eckenhell at the end of the campaign. But yeah, Gray definitely did much better than Eckenhell. I don't know. Seems very surprised, to be honest with you. Very surprised. 92, 31, didn't lose a lot of units, although I lost 5 tanks. I think 3 Fireflies near Khan, so that's probably where all the damage was taken. 5 brilliant victories, 1 victory, so yeah, pretty happy with the result, and definitely surprised by this scoring. Thought they might be a bit lower or even between these two numbers, but no. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the UK turn at Panzer General 2. The US mission is pending, of course. I have to take the same air bases, cope with the German air superiority. That's definitely given. I'm just so like worn out after this 4 hours concentration, and I don't know about you, but yeah, I just I don't think I blinked once all the while playing this mission. I hope you enjoyed it though. I hope it wasn't too boring or anything like that. I just get on with the US forces and see what they will try to do, trying to surpass Grey. So thanks again for watching, and please stay tuned.